Good morning, leaders. Good morning. How are you today? Well, I want to discuss with you a little bit about this prototype. Anyway, as we have here on the screen, we have a nice slider. I want us to showcase your projects on this slider. As soon as someone comes onto the page, they should be able to see your current projects, even future projects or your previous projects. Anything that you think we should showcase here, I'm gonna need that information. In the meantime, I put dummy information. I just put dummy information. I did manage to get some of your pictures from Facebook. I did manage to get some of the pictures from Facebook. Okay, up here on the icon section, social media icon section, yes, I noticed some feedback which you guys provided that Twitter is now an X. Yes, I did forget that. I'm going to rectify that. It's supposed to be an X, definitely. I'm also thinking I'm also gonna add Facebook on it. I will add the Facebook icon as well. In the meantime, these icons, they are not linked to anything. They are not yet linked to anything. When we do the final, I'm going to link them to your actual social media accounts. Anyway, that is our landing page. If we scroll on this, just give me a minute. There we go. About SANCO, okay, this is just basic information. I managed to get this information from some of your documents which are on SANCO Twane. I think there's a website that says SANCO Twane. That's where I got some of this information, and we should be able to change it according to how you want it to be. You guys will let me know. And then after that, we have so I used here the information you guys sent me, the interim executive body, but I was thinking it shouldn't be interim, it should just be the executive body. But then I'll hear from you afterwards. And then I'm also gonna need your pictures. So that I put them here. And most probably, if you guys want, we can add a little bit information. For example, Mr. S. Ndlovu, we can add a little bit of information about them on this section. Just what kind of person they are, maybe how many years they've been doing good to the community, what they've achieved so far. That's if you guys are willing to have that information displayed on this section. And then after that, on your organizational structure, the final website, yeah, we're supposed to have links on this. But again, like I said, we have to discuss those first. What should I put on the National Executive Committee? I think someone suggested it again on the group that we should have links to this, such that when someone clicks, they get information about the whole organizational structure in detail. But at the moment, I do not have the organizational structure in detail as to who is part of the National Executive Committee, what do they do, what have they achieved so far, what do they intend to achieve, what are they currently working on, and what do they have to work on in future. All that kind of information. Once I have it, I'll be able to make these sections link. You see, they just have a glow at the moment. They just have a small glow at the moment when you have on them. Anyway, the next section here, we have your projects and news. So the point of this is to keep your followers in touch with whatever is going on with you at the moment, whatever projects you guys are working on, whatever news we need to update our followers. And I think we should have actually a whole lot of it so that we populate the internet with SANCO related content. Anyway, in the meantime, when you click on one of these, it just has a pop-up and there's just a little bit of information. Since I didn't have any projects at the moment, I just put random information for now. We will get to add proper information which is relevant once I have it. And then I was also thinking, these pictures, I need to cut them, maybe make it a little bit of a half like this, but that's going to be on the final version. For now, yeah, this is what it looks like. And then whilst you are there, this view all news and projects, yes, on the final web app, once you click it, it's supposed to send us to a separate page, which is going to have like an archive, all the information, all the projects, all the news. Like I said, I'm going to be creating news as well. I'm going to be creating news and content. So all that content we are going to be creating, it's going to be on a separate page, which will be accessed after clicking this button. Okay, from there on, we have this join the movement part. Join the movement part, when someone hits find your local branch, it should show all the branches that you guys have. Once it shows all the branches that you guys have, they'll be able to get in touch with a specific on the web. And then lastly, there is the contact us information. On the contact us here, okay, it's just a basic contact form they fill in. This one I've set it such that when someone sends the message, you get this via your email address. So whatever email address you're going to be using, I'm also going to need it. Once someone puts on their information, puts on their name, let's take for instance that, and the email, and then maybe the numbers, let's just, yeah, something like that. And then when they put on whatever information they need, and then they send the message, it's supposed to send a message to your email address. At the moment you say, it says please fill out this field, yes, it detects if any field is empty and it's required. It will make sure that the user fills in the information. And then we have okay, the last part, which is your footer at the bottom, but nothing much on that. Anyway, please do let me know what you think about a mobile view. But I already sent you guys a link. On that link, you should be able to see how it looks like on a phone, right? How it looks like on a phone using your own phones. I'm sure you were able to see that. I'm going to put the normal phone. Let's find, for example, Samsung A51. Okay, that one looks too small, but anyway, yes. That's what I get to see on different phones, iPhone SE, on an iPhone. Okay, I probably did low, but there we go. This is how it would look like on an iPhone 14 Pro, and then it has a hamburger there as usual, which are parts of the sides, our project sides, and then there. Anyway, that'll be it for now. To tell me what you think, and then give me the rest of the information which you need. Us most probably need I'd most probably need to know your budget on this. How far are you guys willing to go on this? And in terms of your budget, it'll make it easier for me to determine the scope as to how complex is this supposed to be. Should I have a big back end structure which is going to store a lot of information, or just a basic front end? How do you want it to be like in terms of your budget? Because after this now, I'm going to consolidate your social media. I'm going to consolidate all your social media platforms and then make sure they are linked to the website. Please do contact me back as soon as you get a chance. Otherwise, that'll be it. Thank you very much, leaders. You guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Thank you.